we are going to be investing £1,000 into both the S&P 500 and the FTSE 100 at the start of December to see which makes us more money. Now, I'm Steve, I'm on minimum wage, I'm working in a warehouse, but I promise you that I will become a millionaire and you will see it here on this channel. But with that being said, let's get into the video. So guys, the S&P 500 is an index that tracks the share prices of 500 of the largest publicly traded companies in the US. Now, when people talk about what's happening in the stock market, they're often referring to the S&P 500 as it represents roughly 80% of the total US stock market's value. So it's a good gauge of overall performance and sentiment. Now, its full name is the Standard & Poor's 500 Composite Stock Price Index. Now, the UK equivalent of the S&P 500 is the FTSE 100, also known as the FTSE. Its full name is the Financial Times Stock Exchange 100 Index. But what actually is it? Now, it's an index of the largest 100 companies in the UK traded on the London Stock Exchange. Now, many of these companies are well-known names such as BP, HSBC and Tesco, while others are probably less familiar to you. Now, we're going to be investing our £1,000 into each of these on the 1st of December, and we're going to be looking at what that looks like at the end of the month. Okay, so let's start with the FTSE 100. Now, at the start of the December, it opened at 8,287, and on December 31st, it closed at 8,173, which actually represents a loss here of about 1.38%. So for the month of December, our investment in the FTSE 100, that £1,000, is down about £13.80p, leaving us with a total of £986.20p. Now let's move on to the S&P 500. So at the start of December, it opened at 6,047, and on December 31st, when it closed, it was actually at 5,881, which represents a loss here of 2.5%. So for the month of December, our investment in the S&P 500 is now down £25, leaving us with £975. So the winner here is the FTSE 100, as we only lost £13.80p compared to the £25 loss of the S&P 500. So we have been £11.20 better off had we invested our £1,000 into the FTSE 100 over the S&P 500 throughout the month of December, which is last month. Now, if you want to see my videos and my investments, then I'll leave that video linked above.